I don't know if that picked up. What the hell? We'll start a little early. How's it going, everybody? Jay, Ranter, glad to see both of you. I'm still sore as hell. Actually decided to reduce my gym going to 2 days a week to start. I know it's a little bit of a bitch move, but rather start a little slower than... Oh, right, the audio. Rather start a little slower than go in too hard at first and burn myself out, let alone injure myself. Hey, so we'll get right back to it. As I say as the title says, it's a bit of a wild card Wednesday. I don't know how long the last mission here in Valclair Manor is going to take. Valclair Manor. Harfield Estate's going to take. Yeah, exactly, Ranter. I set myself up for 3 to start, and I don't feel good about coming down from that, but hey, the pain means it's working, right? So, not a lot of preamble. Get right down to it. Head to the van instead of the U-Bong. Destroy all humans. Never actually looked at the graffiti around here. Take Glory. You know what? We'll take Glory, Iger, and we'll take Dante. Your dog, whether you like it or not. Oh, half Hellbeast. Yeah, no cyber in the dog. Plenty of healing. Ooh, that's what I should do before we go. All good ways to look at it, Ranter. And you're not wrong, And I really don't have an excuse, because my gym's like 20 feet away. I walk out the door and I can see my gym. I mean, 20 feet, about 10-minute walk. But it gives me a good excuse, And it's going to be a little harder when we move, but I also want to at some point get something to lift in my own home, But we'll get there. I hadn't heard anything about it. It came back up before Jay, I know you're not going to understand this, but Jad's net did come back up before the end of before the end of bingo, but it still seemed really spotty. I hadn't heard him say anything, but I don't really keep too abreast of everything, I just kind of duck in for bingo, and that's about it. It should be fine. It did seem just like a average outage, Thinking about what to add to the rotation next. Part of me wants to get back to XCOM 2, but part of me wants to. Then again, I have 3 slots, not 2. So XCOM 2 and probably something else action. Probably something fairly short. I don't doubt it, man. I love that it's picking up in the community. I did not expect that. The van lurches forward. The smell of anxious sweat hangs close and thick inside, making the cramped vehicle feel even smaller. The streets of Berlin are strangely quiet as you make your way past the city limits, as if the whole of the Flux state is waiting for something. A calm before the storm. An hour later, the van rounds the corner. In the distance, you can see the silhouette of the Harfield Manor, backed by the light of a full moon. You switch the van's headlight off and switch to electric. A short while later, you kill the ignition and roll quietly down the last hill, pulling to a stop by the side of the road. A bird of prey takes wing from the tree above you, beginning its nocturnal pursuit. You know how it feels. Eee, fuck, Jay, tell me that didn't happen to you, man. if it did, did you, like... You got your tetanus shot? Everything cool with you? Once again, the grounds of the Harfield Manor are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. But unlike last time, the air is rank with foreboding. The night is swollen with homicidal intent. They're waiting for you. Last chance before things get hot. Let's review the plan. Once we're in, we'll make our way across the grounds to the servant entrance. We'll use the fleet. I cannot talk at all tonight. Fat fingered it again? What's up? Like, you didn't step on a nail? We'll use the freight elevator to make our way down to the lab. With Apex down, the automated systems will be offline. We'll still have plenty of guards to deal with, though. Good to go, Dapper. Let's make them pay. For Monica and Paul. The team looks to each other for confirmation. They all nod sharply, even the dog. They're ready. Probably should have brought a Decker, but Blitz, I don't trust to have at my back. Right away. Oh, they have Hellhounds too. Alright, though. Iger, do your stuff. Don't leave us in suspense, Jay. You good? There we go. Hellhound down. Can't just knock on the door and ask him to let me in. Yeah, all of their security overrides just booted on because Apex is down. What do you mean, panel? Hell no, you ain't getting to no panel. Come on. Glory, I gotta count on you to haul ass, girl. Oh, that's what panel. That's what panel. Ranter, my boy. Bro, I don't know why he didn't take his turn to go for it, but... Oh, he did. The doors are open now. Shit. Man, there's never gonna be anything like old PS1 Metal Gear graphics. Just perfect Lego men. Oh crap, they're on Overwatch. Alright, I'm big, I can take it. It's just a little fire. It really was. I'll never forget, though, the one thing I always have to remind people, because I'm that guy. A lot of what we love from Metal Gear Solid came from one localizer. One dude that was just making stuff up on the fly. Apparently, had that guy not stepped in, we would have gotten a Metal Gear 1 that was a lot more dry. That lost a lot of the flavor of what we love about it. Jesus, yeah, man, I don't blame you. That sounds fucking awful. Oh. Don't, at least it didn't show me anything. Let's see. Use the key card. In we go. Fellas, you can't be getting paid enough for this. What do we have here? Blah, blah, blah. Use a key card. Oh, shit. Nope, wrong. Didn't want to do that. Probably should have read that it's gate control. Open that back up. I mean, you cannot be being paid enough for this, man. Where the hell are they going? They're trying to lead me into something. But what I can't tell is what they're leading me to. Oh. Oh, that. Hi. I kind of forgot gargoyles are a thing in this world. Apparently Iger did too. Try and shred that armor. Jesus, Iger. A minigun at melee range. Let's go. Out of here. Oh, and they explode into poison. Lovely. I mean, where the hell did those guards go? At the risk of jinxing it, let's see. Looks like they know they can't depend on Apex to be their watchdog anymore. Someone manually locked the door. What do we have over here? Nothing, apparently. Oh. Let's see. Ooh, still tagged her. Crap, another gargoyle. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. But I genuinely wasn't. There we go. Petrify the gargoyle. That makes sense. Can I get in line? There she goes. Yes, boy, I see you. No, boy, you're not getting fed. Move on up. And just... Glory can handle it. Dante, go hunting down that other one. Oh, you didn't even do the... You didn't bother with the character quests? I don't... Am I stupid? Did that other guard die? Huh. Guess we'll find out here in a second. No, he's alive somewhere. Yeah, it's not really clear, but I mean, it's CRPG logic. Oh, there he is. He was hiding behind the statue. Which, riddle me this, why does a guy known for being the Dragon Slayer have so many damn dragon statues? I mean, it's obvious why I'd have this many dragon statues, but... Maybe. Oh, that's what's been holding us up. Rat bastard. I don't like gargoyles. This ain't no Keith David. What the hell else is there? Oh. Hi. That's, it's more than I was expecting. Oh, and gargoyles. I fucking hate it here. Yeah, Glory and Dante are going to be in trouble. Dante down? I think so. Yeah, he's down. Fucking leave my dog alone. Glory, get him back on his feet. God, I love these games. I cannot stand that you can't rotate the camera. Getting the cover. Oh my god, more gargoyles! Shred that armor as best we can. See, it feels like a waste, I'm not gonna lie, but... We need to soften them up a bit. Good throw, loser. Oh. At least if they all stay clustered up, I got a surprise for them. You ain't the only one that has grenades. And grenades in my house means you go down first. I don't know how many adjacent targets it can hit, but let's go for it. Oh, all of them. Good to see. Risky as hell, but we'll take it. Yeah, get back, actually. Dante needs to back the fuck up off. Really? How about this one? Oh, fireball. Hell yeah, take that. Glory, she's out of the way. Alright. Hit him with that Willie Pete. War crimes. Incoming. Alright, Grenadiers down. Looks like I brought their... No, their riggers right there. We did the Schockenwaldreiter's mini side quests in that. I don't remember what it was. What's up, Jay? What was interesting? You know what, Dante, you get the hell out of here, buddy. Get out of here. Let's see. Pick your targets best. Taking out the rigger will take out two, so. Or we could miss every shot. There we go. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. Oh. Bloodlines. Yeah, okay. That was... Right. I'm... Does Dante have it? He has dog treats! Let's see... Oh! Yes! Good dog. Heal yourself up. Jeez, that... yeah. Right, that was the, could have sworn we picked up that formula. Guess not, though. I'll take your word for it, Jay. Will you leave the woman alone? Bitch. Okay, one gargoyle down. Alright, Glory, get in there. Go ahead, Jay. I mean, as many times as I've played this game, I've probably seen it before, and I just don't remember it. Lop. Yeah. Okay, now I know for a fact. We 100% found that, Jay. That's the whole thing of Project Bloodline. God damn it, another fucking gargoyle. You think I'd start predicting them? I don't know if we found the SRG data on it, but we definitely found out that's what Bloodline was. He's stunned? Yeah, he's stunned. Okay, we can leave him be. Oh, no shit. I actually didn't know that one. I usually don't go back down into the sewers. The only ghoul I knew about in these games is the one from the next game, actually. There we go. The screen on the elevator control panel displays randomly flickering characters and error message. Error 4AC43BC6. Primary security is a late evacuation out of access level. Please contact 466 auxiliary air ducts for your notice primary turret controls. Please east stairway. Yeah. Unlock the elevator. After making your way across the manor grounds, you find the servant entrance open and the immediate interior clear of any resistance. You find the elevator that you used during your prior escape waiting patiently for your arrival. Shudders to life now, ready to carry you down to the facility below. To the place where Monica met Apex and the world turned upside down, where this whole thing began. Let's see. Oh, just through here. Immediate. They're inside the lab. Call for backup. The whole security network is down. Take cover. Yes, hello, boy. You still have an hour before you get fed, you fat bastard. I could try and light him up, but right now that's not going to be worth it. Tiger, get into position. How can she not hit? Oh, line of sight blocked. There we go. Hey, Glory, go in and take cover first. Dante, stick with her. Asshole. Oh, now I should be able to... Yeah, I can light him up good. God damn it, Dante. Bad dog. Okay, look, Hellhounds are cool. I don't think I'm brave enough to have... Fuck you, Jay. Jay, mods kill this man. That's evil, Jay, and that's coming from me. Looks like Math's actually getting good work today, so that's actually a very good thing. Easiest fight of my life. God. As you stoop to pick up the guard's keycard, something catches your eye. A flash of light. Sweeping your gaze across the room, you see a variety of terminals, all displaying flickering error messages. Whatever security Apex provided here, it's offline now, leaving the machines unlocked and unprotected. It probably won't stay quiet in here for long. We should keep moving. Oh, we don't have a choice. Okay, so we don't get to... So it's either yell at her or just be nice. Not just yet. Could be valuable intel here, and we don't know how big this facility is. We should sweep the area for clues before pushing forwards. She nods brusquely. Alright, let's do a sweep. But we should do it quickly. Every moment we delay, we give them more time to muster reinforcements. Let us take a peek. Let's see. Panacea Project Terminal. The screen on the terminal flickers off and on, displaying a flashing error code. Error, the same error, blah blah blah. Admin access granted. You press a key at random and the screen begins to flash. Piezoelectric? Beeper, buried somewhere deep in inside the terminal, plays a series of chirps, and the system reboots itself. Then, when the screen comes alive again, it's filled with text. Welcome, Administrator. Please select from the following options. Oh boy. Let's just go through all of them. Nope. The information in the entry is impossibly dense. It would take you a week and a stack of scientific journals to fully decipher. To your untrained eye, most of the text on the screen is nonsense. What little you can pick up, it looks like the lab was studying animals that thrive in extremely hot environments. For what purposes, you can't say. Well, to be fair, their passwords are all shut down right now. But this is why you don't rely on a password manager. At this point, having a sticky note with your password would have been a better security system. Artificial lymphocytes and monoclonal antibody production. Nope. Most of what's written in this report is completely foreign to you, but with what you can piece together, it looks as though the scientists here are working and developing a sort of artificial immune cell. Excuse me. A sort of artificial immune cell. Something sturdy and self-replicating, capable of pumping out antibodies on command. Why they're doing it is beyond you. Slowing radioactive decay. You pour through the entry for several minutes before giving up. The metamagical terminology here is far too dense for a non-mage to understand. The only clue you're left with is with the title of the entry. Apparently, they're using magic to extend the half-life of radioactive isotopes. Why? No idea. Let me guess. Surprisingly, this entry is relatively easy to read. Skimming it over, you discover that scientists here have been working on a variety of additional tweaks to a project called Panacea. Apparently, a batch of artificial lymphocytes developed for the project have recently been bound with an airborne RNA virus. The resulting microorganism is as infectious as the flu and exhibits a broadband capacity to jump species barrier. The note also discusses the bioagent Doom and the resident science effort to deconstruct it. It appears they're attempting to improve upon the formula in some way. There's a moment of silence as your group absorbs everything they just read. I don't like the looks of the stapper. I don't like it at all. Let's see. What do you think it means, Iger? I told you the stories I heard. Stories about Doom being deployed in birder skirmishes. I spared you the glorious details. Didn't want you to give you nightmares. So here's what I think now. We need to put a stop to this. And we need to do it now. Glory? A few thoughts. I think Panacea is a sort of delivery system for Doom. It's a virus, airborne and highly infectious, and it can produce Doom antibodies on command. But the radioactive payload of the Doom antibodies is stable somehow, dormant. The magical research is over my head, so I don't know how that ties in. All this makes me feel extremely uneasy, Dapper. Doom is dangerous enough on its own. I don't like the idea of Valclair tinkering with it. Look, whatever's going on, we have more important things to do than stand around talking about it. Let's keep going. Message flashes onto the status screen. Insert keycard. Hey. Big ass turrets are worthless. Get the cover first. Ooh. Someone's gonna have a bad day. It always makes me laugh when the Vindicator when the Vindicator screws up. Hey, Ollie. Yeah, Ollie did show me the art she did. It's actually really, really good. You could really legitimately tell, like, I'm trying to think how to word this. Legitimately tell the personalities of every character from it. I'm kind of I don't want to say complete unknown when it comes to GTA, but I'm not as familiar with the characters, and even I could tell. Oh, nice. Flashbanged his own dude. Let's see. Pop. Hit him as best we can. Jesus, Dante! Yeah, I didn't think she'd get a hit. Ah, she got one. No. Blitz isn't here, so I can't risk minigun in close quarters. There we go. Shred his AP. I'd rather not even shotgun near them. There we go. Come on, is this the best security money can buy? Yeah. Nope. Can I just rip this thing off the wall? No. Come on, but I'm a troll. Was worth a shot. 0451? Nope. House claiming! Come on, guys, gather up. You look important. I guess not. Can I pop this guy? Oh well. Really? Jay's keeping it alive. And I do love it. I really do love house claiming. I think it's been established. I'm not the brightest knife in the toolbox. So I forget a lot. Don't you shoot my dog. Didn't know we were dealing with the feds. Holy crap. What is their problem with my dog? I have never seen a total whiff on grenades. Alright, Grenadier's gotta go. Fuck him up, glory. Disabled, that's all, that's the minimum. Double disabled, let's go. Go for 3? Nope. Dante's good, but he's not that good. Mage down. Really? You're getting closer to the angry troll with a shotgun. Let's see. Pop, pop. There we go. It's a little better. Power slap. Power slap. In the arms of the devil. Oh crap, reload. Look, I'd get closer to the angry troll with a shotgun, but I don't recommend that course of action. More shit I can't read? Inbox. Hey, we got email. To Brochured Hans, from Brochured Hans to admin. We need to organize an all-staff meeting to discuss lab safety. Everybody's overworked and overstressed, and that's a perfect recipe for workplace accidents. I'm telling you, we cannot afford any more workplace accidents. Math! Mathy Plus. Look, he's a hellhound, alright? The lost of Van Week? How the fuck do you even say that? Van W has been hard on everybody. He was well liked, and watching him die in such a horrible fashion has been hard on morale. The staff is still committed to the cause. They all know what they signed up for, and they know how important this is. But losing such a good man because of a basic lapse of lab safety has been a difficult pill to swallow. I'm writing this to request additional security for Animal Testing Lab. You know how large and vicious these creatures can be. Without more trained handlers on staff, we're begging for another accident. We all know what happened to Van W. I would like to repeat my request that animals be defanged, declawed, and muzzled, preferably someplace far away from the lab. Having to use them is unavoidable due to their genetic similarity to the targets, but that doesn't mean we can't take precautions. I just wanted to thank you for pushing to bring the new Hermetic Lab online. I know that you've been listening to our requests, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Yeah, pretty much. Damn, baby, only 30 bucks a month? Shit, I'm getting ripped off. Hello, Armory. How do I get you? That's just there to taunt me, isn't it? Let's take a look over here. Oh, hi. Howdy. Ow. Y'all ain't very polite. More DACA. I was really hoping that would have caught both of them. Let's see. I can't tell how much health he has. I think Mana Burn will kill him, though, so we'll leave him. That's a good point. I hear you, Jay, but you know how healing is in this game. It's not exactly, you know, standard heals. God damn it. I did not factor in the mage. Good throw. Keep flashbanging your people. You gonna flashbang him again? No, that one's a normal grenade. Just, yeah, keep lighting your people up. I do see what you mean, though, but unfortunately, I'm only wounded 7, so all this will heal is 7. It honestly would be better for me to go down and use a trauma kit to get back up. I do hear you, though, Jay. All right, let us cover if the game will let me. Game, please. Okay, no cover then. Fuck it, we ball. I'm pretty certain, but I'll try it on next turn. Oh, well. Enough with the grenades! Fuck's sake! Come on, please, game. I'm begging you. There we go. Let's see if you're right, Jay. Hey! Okay, good. You're right, actually. My bad. Yeah, I should have known. Should always trust Jay when it comes to the healing systems. Glory, you want to just, Good dog. Look at this. Math out here advertising other channels on mine. Now that's love you can't buy. Will you just die? I am glad you found something you love though, hon. I can tag both of them with the grenade. Fuck him up, Iger. I'll be real. I still don't get why you would use the double tap for the shotgun. Like, unless they're clustered together. Because, again, it's not like full auto where you're doing 5 shots for the price of 2. There we go. Mage. I hate mages. There we go. Stun him. Honestly, I probably should. Okay, that sounds really cool, actually, Holly. Yeah, no, to be clear, to be 100% clear, I am entirely joking on the, you know, don't talk about other channels. I don't give a shit. Especially when it comes to stuff that does... And I say this especially, but, you know, I really don't care. I'm always glad to share more people around. Triply so, though, when, yeah, they don't even do the same thing I do. So it's not like it's competing. I don't want to say competing, though, because it's not like I'm putting that much effort in yet, you know? Tag him. And Iger, bag him. Atta girl. I know moving to a new location isn't going to heal us, but I really fucking wish it would. Panacea. The sounds of machinery fade behind you as you venture further underground. Whoever built this facility was clearly well-financed. Must have taken years to design, excavate, and build a complex like this in secrecy. You continue through dimly lit halls, finally stepping into what appears to be another laboratory area. The corridor before you is deserted. Dr. Adrian Valclair is somewhere inside this facility, and with him are the answers you seek. I legitimately forgot about the armor. Don't suppose we could do a little cheeky rewind? No, we can't. Well, look, alright, I never said... Y'all know what you're getting into when you come to this show, alright? The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. A cigarette dangles from his mouth, its bluish smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits on the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, but his features are instantly recognizable. Hey, if anything, alright, I'm sacrificing myself for your time. Holy hell, that is really, really cool. I'm gonna share, I'm gonna put that in the chat. Yo, check this out. I don't care if you pause me and check this out. I forgot I can't put that into OBS. I need to actually open a new tab. Sorry, I'm also just kind of vibing. Look, I don't keep myself open. What can I say? There you go. If anything, Ollie, I'm sacrificing my mental sanity for y'all's time. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones you recognize from Green Winter's DVD. This is Dr. Adrian Valclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat, and a harsh rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass. So you're the Shadowrunners that Aldrin's warned me about. I assume you left the trail of corpses in your wake? Oh, is Aldrin around? I got a message for him from Paul Amsel. If you wish to speak to my security captain, that can be arranged. He reaches down, flips a switch. You hear a large thud and a click as the door behind you locks shut. You'll find that the blast door behind you is sealed, and the laboratory you occupy is fully secure. An important precaution, we keep our test subjects in there, and they're far more dangerous than you. He takes a drag on his cigarette. I won't permit you to cause any further harm, Shadowrunner. You'll remain trapped where you are for your own good. I'm almost certain we're not breaking. Iger, why don't you tell the doc how we feel about being trapped? With pleasure. In one smooth motion, Iger raises her shotgun and loads a spread of pellets into the glass. They clang into the window, ricocheting wildly in all directions. The surface remains unblemished. The window between us is made of Dicoat-treated transplast. Do whatever you like to it, you'll find it's quite unbreakable. The bastard's right. Nothing we're carrying can even scratch Dicoat. That glass is essentially sheathed in diamond. We'd need military-grade explosives to crack it. She frowns. We're stuck in here. Now, he fixes you with a level stare. I want to know why in the hell you're so violently interjecting yourself into my business. First, you break into my estate, which you didn't even know was mine, apparently. Then you spend what must have been a small fortune to track me down. You locate my AI, destroy it, then drive all the way to the countryside, and finally shoot your way into my laboratory. He leans forward, hands on the table, his eyes narrowed into a piercing stare. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you and why in God's name are you here? Vengeance. Just shopping around. I've always wanted a secret lair underneath a giant castle. I mean, that's just true. Alright, I got it. Nah. Vengeance. Someone killed our friends, attacked our home. I'm thinking that someone was you. Valkyr covers his face with his pale, nicotine-stained hands. Ugh. Yes, that was me. I was the one who sent Apex and Audrun after you. You're going to pay for that, bastard. Why attack the Crus Bazaar, Valkyr? Why attack Paul Amsel? It was necessary to preserve the secrecy of my work, for the greater good of all. I know I've wronged you, and for this I am sorry. He sighs a long, rattling sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing. The sound echoes over the live speaker. He collects himself, continues. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I have time to explain it to you. He straightens, glances at the screen to his side, and nods curtly. Now I must know. How did you even know I was still alive? How did you know to look for me? Did someone send you? Well, there was an antiquated DVD storage device, a bunch of talk about Dragonfall. Oh, and the bloody corpse of a guy named Green Winters. Maybe you knew him. Valkyr starts. The sudden movement of his arm sends his overflowing ashtrays flying off the table in a cloud of ash. A look of dread fills his face. Bloody corpse. What do you mean? Where is Hermie? Explain yourself. Oh, you mean you didn't know? You killed him too, just like Paul and Monica. He slumps into the chair next to him, his whole body shaking. I didn't. He's suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on one arm of the chair. Apex. He clutches his chest. I should have never trusted that thing. He closes his eyes, and a tear traces its way down the gaunt hollow of his cheek. Hermie. Things I've sacrificed. All for this. All for Panacea. For the night. All for what, Valkyr? Tell me what's gonna happen tonight. You owe Hermie that much. He looks up dazed. What's his eyes unfocused? Going to happen? Yes, tonight. Tonight will be the end of dragons. Not just Fireschwinge. All dragons. Let me get this straight. You had a bad experience with one dragon, and now you're gonna wipe out an entire species. Valkyr fumbles in his pockets, produces a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes in deeply. The orange glow of the cigarette flares bright. When he exhales, the words spill out over the smoke. The Firewing burned and murdered, and caused untold damage in her bestial rage. I know it's bestial, but he seems like the type of asshole who would say bestial. Until the Dragonfall. Until I stopped her. But that destruction was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. Fireschwinge wrought destruction with fire and claw. The dragons of today, Lofweir, Dunkelzahn, Celadir, they kill and conquer with subtler tools. Deception, manipulation, corruption. Yes, he spits with disgust. I tried to sound it out, but it's hard to without actually... There we go. They use us as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennium-long machinations. Dragons are a cancer. One that will conquer, or worse, destroy all of humanity if we do not stop it. One that metastasized when the world awakened. An ironic metaphor, since it was the failing of my own body that allowed me to see it. Let me guess. You have cancer. Late stage, too. If I had to guess, I'd say leukemia. He's racked by violent coughing. Allows it to subside. Takes another long drag on his cigarette, the ash creeping closer and closer to his mouth. Your friend is correct. I suffer from cancer of the blood, brought on by the radiation of the SOX, no doubt. It was when I heard my doctor's diagnosis I realized what I had to do, what my life's work would be in the time that I had left. I'm sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry you won't be able to see it for yourself. I'm sorry that I failed you. Valkyr turns his attention back to the computer, stubbing out his cigarette. He grabs a fresh one from the pack and lights it. Bro! Okay, I don't smoke, but I'm pretty sure killing an entire cigarette with a single drag is kind of fucking intense. Tonight I will release my panacea on the world. And how absurd that the instrument of the dragonkind's destruction. He presses a button on the terminal, and a large observation window in the far end of the room rises slowly open. Will be carried out by Fireschwinch herself. Look at her. She's not all that big for a dragon. But this right here is fucking horrific. Through the grass, you see the prostrate form of the dragon far below. An enormous set of shackles bind it, and a maze of tubes snake into its body. The tube have been connected to a cruel-looking apparatus that has been mounted to a wall. Son of a bitch. Look at that. He found her alive in the SOX after all. Tonight, the Firewing will fly again. Infected with panacea, she will slowly be destroyed from within. But before that happens, she will provide the catalyst for global transmission of the virus. Catalyst? What catalyst? As if spurred on by the sight of the dragon below, he begins typing furiously at his terminal. Fireschwinch's fire will carry the agent and storm his state. Any metahumans exposed to it become carriers, will spread the disease to other dragons. The carriers will be infected with panacea as well, but it'll not harm them. To non-dragons, it's a nuisance, nothing more. When a critical mass of carriers is achieved, my panacea will become unstoppable. It will spread across the globe in a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach this critical mass, it will fizzle, die out, become inert. Hence the need for Ground Zero, a flashpoint for a mass infection event. He looks to the ceiling, mumbling to himself. I'm sorry, Hermie. I know how much you love your flux state, but it doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin. Hold on. You're gonna sick the Firewing on Berlin? He continues his work, filled with a feverish energy. To save the world, yes. For panacea to work, Berlin must burn. A sacrifice for the greater good. Fireschwinch will breathe her infected fire upon Berlin. Thousands will die, and through that destruction, the virus will take to the air. A critical mass of Berlin's metahuman population will be exposed, but no one will even think to quarantine the city until it's too late. The flux state lacks any centralized authority. Corporations will evacuate their own. Thousands will flee the city, infected. He mutters, his voice growing more detached. Oh yes, Hermie. Berlin's the perfect flashpoint. It wasn't supposed to happen tonight, no, but this little intervention of yours leaves us no choice. So let us see. He squints at the screen. Tonight's wind patterns dictate that Ground Zero must be Tempelhof Schoenberg. Highly populated. The virus will spread quickly enough from there. The greater good. Ollie, I actually made that reference with another friend of mine just today. That's only a few kilometers from the Curtis Bazaar. When we finally kill you, Valclair, I'm going to enjoy it. We all know that's not going to happen. You're sealed tight into that laboratory, impotent to stop me. The old man eyes the cigarette butt in his hands, fishes out again another from his pack and lights it with the first. Then he returns to his console, reaching to the side of the microphone. He mutters something in the receiver. You can just barely make out the sound of the name Audrin. When he turns to address you again, his voice is level. The shaking in his hands seems to have subsided. Security will be here soon, and they'll take care of you. Do not worry, you will not be harmed. The sacrifice that I'm making tonight is a necessary evil. It cannot be helped. But so long as you remain confined, I see no reason not to kill you too. So, we could agree with him. We could side with him and burn all of Berlin to infect thousands of people with a virus that will basically be a WMD to dragons. A bioweapon. Even if my bias wasn't obvious, we ain't having that. How are we going to get the Fireschwinch to go along with this little plan of yours? Valclair continues his work. Oh, that's simple enough. He gestures to his left. She has no choice. The gaunt woman in the containment cell stands rigidly, her face pressed against the glass, her haunted yellow eyes tracking her every move. She appears frightened, disoriented, lost. Her mouth moves silently, her voice muted by the glass cage. So the stories Green Winters found were true. Fire Sphinx's astral form was separated from her body when she fell. You trapped her. Yes, but that came later. In 2012, we took down Fire Sphinx with an experimental weapon. This device, suffice to say, I couldn't fully predict how it would affect her. In 2036, I led a search team into the SOX. I had to know what really happened to the creature I had slain. We found her alive, in a way. The dragon's astral form, her spirit, you might say, has been ripped from her body by the weapon. It was trapped inside a young woman living in the SOX. A mob of glowpunks revered her, treated her like a goddess. I transported the young woman and the dragon's body here where I could study them. You mean that she's been in that cell for almost 20 years? The old man nods absently. No choice. A creature separated from its astral form can't live more than a few hours before they both die. It was the high-intensity radiation of the SOX, combined with the magical creature inside of her, that allowed the woman to live for as long as she has. So, Valclair seems almost eager to explain. The environment within her containment chamber mirrors that of the SOX. It's allowed us to keep the Fire Sphinx alive all these years, while her bestial shell remains chained up below. As for her physical form, it'll be simple as well. We've drilled a series of electrical charges directly into her skull. When we release the Fire Sphinx's body, empty of her astral cell, we'll trigger all of the vicious instincts and primal urges left in her reptile brain. She'll unleash her fire when we command it. That's horrific. Even for a mass-murdering dragon. He shakes his head. Misplaced empathy. That beast blazed a path of fiery destruction past Germany. But no matter. I have more important things to do than debate the morality of this with you. Fire Sphinx must fly. Berlin must be sacrificed. And must be tonight. Where is that damned Auschwitz? Audrin. Auschwitz? I was trying to say Auschwitz, I guess. Again, I'm not siding with this. You don't burn a city and call it sacrifice. Call it what it is. Mass murder. Valclair stiffens, turning to face you. Anger washes across his face. Was it mass murder when... Ooh. When America dropped the bomb on Japan? The myopic would say yes, just as you are now. But they did it for a cause. To shorten the agony of war. To save thousands upon thousands of lives of soldiers. The old man is trembling now. I do the same for the good of the world. You do know that America is pretty divided on the morality of that act, right? Some even consider it a crime against humanity. We're not talking ethics here. We're talking parallels. What I do will stop a greater evil from taking place. Humanity was born to reproduce, to multiply. But dragons were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard. You know, actually true. Why do you guys think I started a streaming channel? I'm hoarding you guys. Both strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity conquered the air, land, and sea through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employ different means altogether. Throughout history, they've allowed us to do the heavy lifting while they pull the strings. There are 17 great dragons in the world today. 17 ancient worms, millennia old, slowly dividing the planet into 17 piles of gold to nest upon, in front of our eyes. Once upon a time, they burned our castles to steal the treasure we collected, laid waste to entire armies. But here in the Sixth World, it's no longer about tooth, claw, and fiery breath. The old man's voice seethes with hatred. Now it's about public relations, marketing, mergers and acquisitions. You see it every day. Dragons on the Tridio, in boardrooms. They gather influence, wealth, power, continually hoarding until one of them sits upon it all. Perhaps not in the cycle of this world, perhaps not in the next, but one day one worm will stand up alone, triumphant, with all of humanity as its cattle, with the world as its prize. And that, not allowed. This plan of yours killed your brother. Was it really worth it? Valkyrie's fist slammed into the table. Oh boy. So whatever he said, I don't know. Essentially, though, he looked angry about it. Actually, you know what? We have the power of technology. Back. Here. Valclair's fist slams into the table, sending his cigarette flying in its cascade of arcs and ash. No! Nothing can make that right. There we go. Technology. He runs a hand through his unkempt hair, blinking through the haze of sudden tears. Damn it, Hermie. Why couldn't you just let me go? Aw, did your brother die? That's funny, because you're about to murder my entire Kiez. His eyes flash. It's not murder, Shadowrunner. It is sacrifice. Murder is selfish, but sacrifice? To sacrifice is to do that which is necessary. He stares at you for a long moment, then shakes his head in resignation. Why am I even talking to you? What do I hope to accomplish? You'll never understand. Besides, I have work to do. He turns and punches a series of buttons on his control console. When he turns back, he seems to have calmed somewhat, but there's a firmness to his tone that wasn't there before. My plan is not without its flaws. The human cost will be high. And I concede that a better path to our salvation might exist, but I do not know what it is. I wish I didn't have to sacrifice so many Shadowrun. I wish Hermie didn't have to die. Valclair, his voice thunders through the intercom, cutting off. But this situation is here, now, in my hands, and I choose to take it. Through the speakers, you hear the sounds of heavy footsteps approaching. Look at this motherfucker's Star Wars armor. Aldrin, good. About time you showed up. Sorry, Doctor. We were waking up the dragon's physical form. Required some care. But the procedure's ready to begin now. You should see to it. York sneers at you from behind the glass, his scarred features writhing in dancing light of Valclair's monitor. Looks like you tracked the thugs who are attacking the manor. Yes, they won't be a problem any longer. But with Apex gone, our security is still compromised. We'd best still hurry. Oh, and Aldrin, don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill Fireschwinge along with the rest, and when it does, her astral form will perish. Human horse to know. We're going to stop you, Valclair. We'll find a way. Iger's lips curl into a snarl, and we'll make it pay. Aldrin suddenly twists towards the glass. Quiet! Everything's ready in the chamber, Dr. Valclair. I think you should start the procedure yourself. Valclair brings the cigarette to his mouth and inhales sharply, holding it for a long moment. Yes, my friend. He looks to the ceiling. It's time, Hermie. Let's do some good. Valclair stubs out his last cigarette with a heavy sigh. I'll begin the infusion process. Aldrin, please make sure our guests are securely locked away before you come down. I'm sorry, Dapper. Sorry for your friend Paul Amsel. Sorry for Frau Schaefer. Sorry for the Kurzbazaar. Sorry for Berlin. I wish there was another way. Oh, okay. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Valclair. That's really all I gotta say to the guy. I'm sorry, I know comparing him to the dragon would hurt his feelings, but I think dragons are better. Pointing out his god complex might hurt his feelings too, but nah. Valclair fixes you with a weary stare, then turns and exits the room without a word. Aldrin turns to stare at you through the glass. His lips curl into an insolent smile. Hey again. Long time. How's Amsel doing? The hole in his brain pan heal up okay? Glory fixes the orc with a cold stare. Taunt all you want. If we get out of here, you'll wish you'd never set foot in the Kurzbazaar. The burned orc knocks on the heavy transplast window separating you. Right, that's not gonna happen. This lab's locked down tight, like the doc said. The test subjects that they keep down there don't play well with the others. Dangerous, nasty things. And they don't smell great either. But they'll see. You'll see for yourself in a second. I've been meaning to talk to you about... Ooh. I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You can use some deodorant yourself, big guy. The stink from your smoldering corpse will cover it, asshole. He checks the monitor. Listen, I gotta go. Have fun with the test subjects while I'm gone. He grins and flips the switch on the console. You hear the hiss of doors sliding open nearby. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet in you or something. Yeah, I agree, Matt. Humans, like, does he think humans wouldn't do the same? Don't do the same? I love these things and I want one as a pet. But, about that. They're not too good on the whole dodging thing. And I have a minigun. Yeah, this fight ain't shit. I don't know what he was hoping would happen here. But I'm going to take the time to have Glory heal up. Oh, of course they're walking IEDs, man. Why would things ever be easy in our life? But they're also incredibly slow and very large. And I somehow still missed. Can I just double tap? Yeah, I can. Glory, get your pistol, go. Like I said, decent team of long-range runners. This ain't shit. Definitely should have just used my minigun. Actually, Dante, can you do me a solid, little buddy? Oh, not there, you can't. Get up here. Go ahead and petrify him. There you go. And since they're not ranged, I really don't even have to worry about, I don't have to worry about any kind of cover. Yeah, I don't know if this was supposed to be a challenging fight. What the fuck was that? But it's really, really not. Oh, that's why it increases chance for a crit. Drop their AP as much as we can. He's gonna get a little closer, but... Or he's just not gonna move at all. I'll take it. Nah, whatever. Yeah, easiest boss fight of my life. What the hell was that supposed to be a challenge? Not yet, boy. Soon. The gaunt woman paws at the glass as you approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. Firefinch? A small voice whispers through lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. Help. Please. Help. How do I free you? I don't see an instrument panel on this. The guts. Find the guts. By my body. A machine. A machine that keeps me trapped in this jar, this bubble, this prison. Break it, break it, break it! I want to help you, but this place is sealed tight. I know a way to free yourself. And you help me. A deal. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, Dapper. Be careful. Deal. You help me, and I'll help you. The woman nods enthusiastically. I will help you. Grant you release, and you will repay me in kind. Yes, yes. You can escape from this room. There's a panel on the floor there. There is a... You can drop down. Find your way into the guts of this place. There, by my body is the machine. Break it, break it, break it. Got it. I'll break the machine. Yeah, I don't know how you can see what this is doing to that thing, to that poor woman. and not. You squeeze into the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down into the large space beneath the complex. Darkness surrounds you and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to the light, you can make out the dim plains of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere beneath the Harfield Manor, Dr. Adrian Vauclair is preparing to wake up a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. Yeah, no, exactly. 100%. I take note. There's not even a joke there. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. Small amount of light flickers from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be light switches mounted on the walls, but there's no signs of a light switch. I think this place is military. Judging by our depths and the markings, I'd guess it's an abandoned missile base. That explains why Vauclair chose this place as his operation. Can't be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. Let's move. I'll Vauclair a bullet in the eyes, and I mean to pay up. No choice. If we don't stop Vauclair from releasing the dragon, everyone in the Crucible is dead. I like, especially if you don't care about the dragons. Yeah, we'll pick up some gas. Especially if you don't care about the dragons, that this is not like a worldwide threat, you know? Gasoline in the generator. Start the gen. Large diesel generator with an electric starter. The fuel tank reads empty. Let's see. No, we are good people in this house. We help dragons. Okay, and we kill scorpions horribly on sight. Get out of my fucking... Go away. Go away. Nope. Dragon's breath that thing into oblivion, please. Thank you. I don't know what a scorpion is, but I know what it is now. And that is a char mark on the ground. Yeah, Dapper lore of the day. Dapper does not like scorpions. Add the diesel. Start her up. Let's see. If the light is touched, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out one scrap that contains legible writing. Look, Jorg? I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean there are monsters wandering around. Gotta finish our blasting or we don't get paid. No amount of weirdness is gonna change that. Oh, and tell me where you got that, where you got that glow... Tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows, it might be worth something. Good, glowing rocks and sickness. Great. This sounds fun. I know, boy. You can wait 5 more minutes. Let's check through the crack in the floor. Ooh. Well. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. The fourth voice sounds nervous. Young. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're gonna come this way? Second voice is older. Confident. They have no choice. It's the only route they have access to. There's a pause, and you hear the sound of a throat clearing. So, think we can stop them? The second voice is dismissive. With the whole 2 strike teams already set in ambush? I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one that's gonna have to explain it to Aldrin if they get past us. Which is why we're not gonna screw it up, got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Let's see. Step away from the crack. So now we know we got a trap ahead. Let's see if there's anything we can help that with. I know, the poor boy might actually have to go hungry for 2 minutes. Right? Alright, nothing here. Ugh. Something about a troll running is just eminently funny to me. Oh, PDA. It's a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked, but its buttons are functional. Last data entry is still on screen. Appears to be an email to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the Awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? Yeah, right? Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerve. If a Drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. See? You see? It's totally normal for dragons and reptiles to hate scorpions, alright? It's not just me. They seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. It's in the script! Don't want to have to report back to Aldrin with nothing but Drake pieces to show for our time. But something killed him. Active blast area, you say? What's down here? No, don't keep moving. I want to look. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. You can hear one voice coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright, everyone, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1's watching the main door, and we're to keep watch here. You see these doors open? Don't think, just shoot. Yeah, I think you guys are right. We can open up those doors from here. It'd be a fun party prank. Looks like this whole section of the floor is set to blow. I wonder if there's any way I can find a way to set those charges off. Oh, hi, fire drakes. Hey, guys. We cool? Hey, okay, but I gotta go through them because it looks like that's the blasting charge. Sorry, big fellas. I don't want to do this, but I kinda gotta. I'm watching their health. Alright, he is stunned, so we get the hell away from him. Tiger, back up just a little bit. Sorry, big fella. I would have a fire drake as a pet. Let's see. I know one of these, yeah, does AP damage. Jesus! Ori ain't messing around. Pretty sure Dante can't actually do anything because fire. Oh yeah, he can. That's why I was just like, are we cool? That's an art. That's not what I thought. RFID ID card, huh? Let's see. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. But I can see there's one fire drake down there. And... oh, two fire drakes. Man, those are some bad drakes. There's gotta be a way to pop these explosives. Oh, I saw that. You know, the sad thing is, you can ask Math. This is pretty much my reaction to scorpions in real life. These ones don't explode, though, so... Yeah, I want to believe... Like, obviously it's not true, but I want to believe that it's just like... No, not even that, not even that. Where it's just like, oh, yo! It's like... It's a Drac! One of us! Cool! You're fine! And then he sees the rest of my crew walk into frame, and he's like, traitor! There we go, they're both disabled. Horrible fucking things. Let's take a look. Another fire drake here. Nothing major. You know, looking through all these holes is not going to help me much, considering I'm immediately going to forget where the fire drakes are. Nothing in there. Yes, boy. I'm gonna get to the next fight, and then I'll take my break. Oh, speak of the devil, and its pubic lice will appear. Alright, so, I'm gonna leave you guys on break for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get myself a drink, and feed the little bastards. Smoke them if you got them. Be right back. But don't smoke as much as Valclair. Good lord.
He starts monologuing.
He starts monologuing.
He starts monologuing. Sorry, as soon as I saw what Jay said, I just had to pull that up. Ah. Little past 5 minutes, but that's fine. Alright, Dante cannot actually. Alright, Iger, please don't shoot our team. Thank you very much, Iger. I think a big reason I'm so terrified of scorpions is because I'm terrified of needles. And scorpions are essentially six-legged needles. There we go. Mysterious rock. This must be the glowing rock that email was talking about. Anyone got anything? Glory? Give it a shot? No. No one's gonna know. What you got, Jay? Let's see what we got down here. Oh, 3 of the ugly little bastards. Wait, why is it treating me like I'm in a battle? I think we have a glitch, folks. There we go, yeah. Is there anywhere in this facility I haven't looked? In here, but I don't think that's gonna have anything. Yeah, that's like an elevator, I think. So out of curiosity one day, he decided to get his blood work done, see what's going on in my body. Not serious, general curiosity. So go into place, set up an appointment, sit down to get blood drawn. Everything goes smoothly. I look at my arm and go, is that my blood? Oh, I would actually die. Give this place another once over. I gotta be missing something. There's no way there's nothing here. Oh, right, this place. What had happened? Had they, like, not done it right, or just seeing your blood caused you to pass out? This appears to be an old radio control box. It's a simple one-line LED readout and several plastic buttons with labels. Arm sequence complete. There we go. Arm sequence commencing. Blast area is clear of all personnel. Explosives armed. Beep! That was a quiet explosion. The hole is quite deep, and a direct height from the... okay, yeah. No moves... ugh. Ah, so you're hemophobic. One of those people that if you see blood, you're just out. Ironic, considering you, if I recall, you wanted to be a doctor. Nah. See, with me, here's the worst thing about shots, right? It's not that I think it's gonna hurt. I could sit there and tell you, yeah, you know, shots, it's a little pinch, yeah, it pokes a little bit. You don't pass out from the sight of blood. I think that's it, y'all. I think just clearing out that one room is all we got. What? What are you screaming about? So there's a diagram of the ventilation system for this aging bunker. Just save the image of that. But yeah, it's not like I'm sitting there looking at needles like, oh, this is going to be so painful. How am I going to deal with it? That doesn't bother me. It's just, I think it's because when I was a kid, I got an iron test, and you know how, and anyone has had an iron test knows how much those motherfuckers hurt. It's a damn staple gun directly into your finger. But they had the bright idea to tell a child, oh, don't worry, it's not gonna hurt. And I think that just put this horrible connotation in my head for the rest of my life, you know? Well, here's the wild part, though. Novocaine, it freaks me out when I know I'm gonna get it, but it doesn't hurt, it doesn't bother me near as much. Like, you would think Novocaine, which everyone says is the worst thing to get, would terrify me, but no, Novocaine doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'm antsy as hell when it's coming, but... Oh, good. They're scorpions with range, because that's what they needed. When I had my last dental visit, and I really do need to go back, but because they missed a spot. I mean, that's a possibility. It's gotten to the point, like, I want to get tattoos. I really do. Let's see. The shelf is mostly bare, but there's a large metal canister with a yellow label that catches your eye. Judging by the warning label, it holds a very powerful nerve gas. Yoink! We war crimes today. Like I was saying, though, I do want to get tattoos, but I'm such a big baby when it comes to needles. And I know a tattoo gun isn't the same, but... Let us see. There's got to be a place where I can use this stuff. I think the main door is over here, so let's not go this way. These look like vents. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have eyes on the main door. So now we know where specifically not to go. As long as we don't open that door, we don't have to fight. We don't have to fight. But yeah, I do have 2.5 tattoos I want to get. And I say half because there's one tattoo. There we go. HVAC controls. Let's see. 4, the light above 2 is currently lit. Okay. Okay. So I need to figure out how to know which room is number 2. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Firing range, CIC, bulk storage, and administration. What does this room look like to y'all? This looks like bulk. What do you think? It's definitely not a firing range. It's definitely not administration, so it's either CIC or bulk storage. What do you think? My gut's saying bulk storage. What do you guys think? Yeah, because CIC... The only thing that makes me a little nervous about that is how Vent 2 was immediately on. Let me take another peek around. So if we could find the others... Okay, no, this is CIC. This is definitely a command center. This looks like bulk storage. Now we need to find administration. Jack in, but I don't have a decker. Probably enemies in here. What? Oh, there they are. Let's let them move a little closer.
Come here, boy. Ares, come here. Scream into the microphone.
And not really necessary. There we go. Get him with that Petrify. Follow up with Fire Breath. We'll end turn. Feels so bad for these things. Yeah, this looks more like bulk storage to me. This is definitely firing range. Okay, so firing range, 100% it's not that. I do see those pickups, and I'm very tempted. What I haven't spotted at all yet is admin. Alright, everyone, gather up. Bastard. I don't know how that tagged both of them. Alright, so it's 100% not firing range. We know that for 100% fact. Thank you, Iger. Probably just a bunch of grenades, but I mean, I'll take them. Russian military grenade. Holy hell, these things hit like trucks. I wish I could give this to my team, you know? Alright, so it's not... This is probably bulk storage, because this is... That's a bunch of bulk. This is probably CIC. This is whole war table here. Looks like a command structure. I think it's gotta be admin. It's just... This does not look like admin. I mean, yeah, there's desk... Okay, 2 desks. Little paper. Alright, I'm going with admin. The other thing is bulk storage. It's one of those meta knowledge things. Since it was on bulk storage to start, I highly doubt it's going to be bulk storage. See if that worked. Yep, it was admin. Get wrecked, nerds. Man, Aldrin, your security team sucks ass. 0521 maybe. Nope. Anyone have a... No. Yeah, this security team sucks ass. Aldrin, however much you paid, man, it's too much. I hate to not have 2 grenades, so just keep that. Pass out med kits. Chamber is equipped with a small emergency medical suite. The system appears to be designed to automatically treat major tissue damage after high trauma situations. The machine lights up as you approach, making a small humming sound. A line of text appears on the screen's LCD screen. On the LCD screen. Bumona Emergency Field Trauma Unit online. Please stand by. View treatment history. Multiple 3rd-degree burns, multiple 3rd-degree burns, multiple 2nd-degree burns, multiple minor chemical, multiple 3rd-degree burns. Alright, time to heal up. After several minutes of needle prods, sutures, and administration of unknown chemicals, your combat injuries are all fully healed. Yeah, if this isn't a boss fountain, I don't know what is. Yeah, and look at the title, Dragonfall. You exit the clean room to find yourselves at the threshold of a vast underground chamber. If the abandoned facility that you just fought through was purgatory, then you now stand at the gateway of hell. The heat emanating from ahead hits you like a hammer. The smell of sulfur and ozone is enough to make your lunch want to find somewhere to hide. Above the noise created by the whir of turbines, you can hear the deep rumble of something feral waking up. Something very, very big. You check your weapons and step into the vast chamber. The smell of sulfur and ozone fills the cavernous chamber. Despite the whir of several high-output exhaust fans, the heat is tremendous. As you enter, you hear a loud click, followed by the squeal of audio feedback. Then Adrian Valclaire's voice booms over the loudspeaker. I don't know how you escaped the laboratory, but please stop. I must complete the virus infusion process. I must release her. Our future as a species depends on it. Dr. Valclaire, I think your obsession with dragons has progressed to the point you're no longer in control of your actions. A heavy sigh comes over the speaker. I must admit that I had thought the very thing in my weaker hours. In the morning, my dreams recede and consciousness thought returns. She's conscious. I saw her jerking around down here. In that gray state, I've lain in my bed, alone, and wrestled with the thoughts. But at the end of the day, I'm a man of action. I have always been so. While businessmen and politicians deliberate in their boardrooms and committees, I've done what needed to be done. Ugh, I hate the sludge. And now here I am, executing the greatest act of service I can conceive of, the salvation of humanity itself. The time for discussion is over. I am done debating with you. He pauses, puzzled. Still, I must understand how you escaped the test lab. A thought comes to him. His tired eyes glitter in triumphs. It was her, wasn't it? Fireschwinch. Must be. You made some sort of deal. She helped you escape, and in return, you will help her rejoin her dragon body. Getting kind of paranoid, ain't you? What did she promise you? Gold? Jewels? Eternal life? She offered them to me as well, for decades. It doesn't matter now. The infusion process has begun. The dragon is waking up, and soon she will take flight. You'll not be allowed to witness that. Audrin, ensure that they don't. Where is Audrin? Ouch! I got a score to settle with that son of a bitch. Lori, please hit the pump station. Infusion management system. An ACA infusion system's locked. Disengage in a safety protocols to vent the virus. Yup. Vent A is now unlocked for manual venting. So we can vent the virus to make sure it doesn't hit her as fast. I love you can hear the main theme start kicking in. God, that music's great. Aimed shot, so hopefully she doesn't hit Dante. She still hit my dog. Tiger! Oh yeah, take cover near the explosive barrel. There's a smart boy. Hey, about those grenades. What do you mean heavy cover? I still hit both of them. There he is. Yeah, he's got a Vindicator too, and he can fire it a lot more than I can. Shit, Lori's banged up. Patch yourself up, girl. Petrify him. There we go. Start the other vent. Yeah, because you killed your own runner, you fucking idiot! Oh, run of the runners. Jesus fucking wept. I was gonna say, did Dante just pick himself back up? Alright, I got them both. They're good, they're good. Didn't even break the shield? Deflect this! Shit. I wish I had an undo button. I really do. Start shredding that armor, though. Alright, Iger, get up there and hit him with that Dragon's Breath. Of course you miss. I just flashbang the entire fight. I think we're gonna lose this one, lads. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this one. We'll reload. That's my bad for not taking out the mages immediately. They just made them unkillable. Good start, though. Good start. We got this. And now we also have a little bit of knowledge for the future. And let's be real, that's how a lot of CRPGs work. I know I shouldn't, but let's just hit her with that adrenal pump. get Iger over here so she can A, be in cover and be ready to hit that second vent. Flip over because we now know assholes are going to be coming. Or not. Let's just reload. Our first job is going to be keeping those vents as decelerated as possible. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Slow it down as much as we can. Looks like we can keep venting it. Here come the extras. Much as I want to vent right now, toss that grenade. Come on. Down with that double tap. Man, keep trying to kill the dog. God damn it! And of course, he is ridiculously accurate with that fucking thing. Dante's got that. I should stay in cover. Start picking off his mages. Aldrin's a problem, but he's not the problem. Come on! Get Glory back up on her feet. That's what's most important right now. How many turns does Dante have? He has 3, so heal up. I know one of these gives me... Oh, there we go. Incoming damage reduced. Just full buffs. Let's go. Really? Come on! Okay, glory first. Vent that bitch. Wait, why did that take her full turn? Can't risk it. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Why can't I hit a damn thing? The worst part is I'm as high leveled as I can. Oh, my companions at least are as high leveled as they can be. I'm using the top of the line gear. How did glory go down again? What the hell is going on, man? I don't remember this fight being this tough. I remember like literally taking Aldrin out in one turn. Like he came out and I lit his ass up with my Vindicator and he was done. Alright, so we're gonna try something new. We're gonna first focus on these guys. Get Iger into cover. She can use her snapshot. It's alright. AP's fine. Oh my god, will you just die? Okay, get him stunned. Iger, please. Please! Get her adrenal pump. And go start the vent on the B side. Can he do it? Oh my god, Dante's a good dog. Just hit it. The two in the back aren't really that big of a deal. Especially if I can tag him like this. come on! Give me an undo button, for the love of God. Why didn't Dante get a turn? Ooh. Oh, come on, I'm in cover. Let's just get into cover more. Shred his armor. That's... What do you mean he's in cover? There we go. That's what's important right now. Okay, so venting it takes your entire fucking turn for some reason. Really? Really? It's alright. Especially if he's gonna get in spitting distance. Fuck off! Good to see my luck is just as fair as always. If I take down Audrin's support team, of course he can just... Why can't I hit anything? This is getting ridiculous. Go ahead, use the pump station, Dante. Oh my god, he can. What? This is getting ridiculous. And again, he gets 2 bursts with his Vindicator. I only get 1. And he is way more accurate. This is the one that, yeah, hits adjacent. Hit that fireball on them. Now, Iger just decided to run all the way back here. You think I wouldn't be surprised? Game, please. Try and shred that armor. Really? Really? How am I missing 370s back to back to back? And I'm getting killed before my healing even finishes. What? There. Throw the damn thing. Come on. Gotta love these teleporting enemies, too. Oh, and they can heal. Oh my god. Get the damn bend. Yeah, we don't have a shot. Unless he just decides to stop using his gun. Yeah, that's it. We lose. Because the vents don't... The vent barely works, man. It's just my luck kicking in. The fact that I will miss 370s in a row. Best thing I think we can do is to start hitting the virus immediately. Worry about the enemy's secondary. Because that's the biggest problem. But now no Dante can miraculously work a computer. Enough with the flashbangs! Mage is down, that's the important one. Dante is a very smart boy. Said make the lowering the virus the fastest thing, the first thing I do. Best thing is, it's like, it's not even just like, you know, Dante, go lift that. No, it's Dante, work the computer. And we'll go move him over here to get ready for these guys coming in. Glory can just take pot shots. Use up as much of her turn as possible before she hits the vent. Staying with Iger. Really? Toss a fireball at him. Come on. That is the very last place you want to be, buddy. Unless, of course, you know, for some reason, I can literally stick the Vindicator barrel in your mouth and miss. Heal up. Hit the button again. Reload. Why can't I hit him? Shit, wrong button. God damn it. Which means he gets a free turn. %40 chance and I miss 5. Make it make sense. Sadly has to do both parts now. Until we can get Dante back up here. Even while in cover, he hits every single shot. Yeah, no shit, hon. Best thing I can really do is light up his mage, because he's still... Oh, wait, no. Come on. How can I not throw a grenade and hit him from here? Really? She was not lit up! The problem is you have to be out of cover. Because if you're in cover, you're not going to be able to hit these buttons, which means you instantly lose. You know, because that's really a fair boss design. And of course I miss an 80. Wait. Okay, no, it's because she's still technically down doing it, but it's just the animation isn't playing out. How is heavy cover? He's not in cover! And I can't do anything against his armor, but why is he in... What do you mean he's in cover? That's what's killing me. He's not in cover. Yep. And just instantly starts wiping us all out. It's not even a tough fight, honestly. It's just this bullshit about needing to keep two targets completely in the open. Yeah, right? Blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't help. Again, they get a free turn. And there's nothing you can do about it. It honestly wouldn't even be so bad if you could hit the vent and leave. But you have to waste a full turn sitting on the vent for no apparent reason. That's what kills me. Literally and metaphorically. What I'm going to try and do now is try and keep them softened up. There. Don't actually kill any of them. But keep them all weakened enough that when I start bringing Valclair into the mix, I can just pop them out one by one. Because enemies don't spawn until enemies die. Great, and now Iger's completely made worthless. There we go, that's better. Probably, yeah, 20 health won't kill. 90% chance, somehow miss. Use the computer, Dante. Good boy. Alright, now that he's down, it's going to spawn in 3 more enemies. 2 down here, 1 up here. I'm sorry to hear, hon. Iger can, from there, reload. Pop this barrel. Because we just want as many of them as weak as possible. We don't actually want to kill yet. We want to draw Valclair out. Yeah, let's go take cover over here, reload. As long as we stay spread out, this guy's not a big threat. I mean, if you guys just want to come cluster up. Or he can just come out and fuck up the plan anyway. Oh, it's because she killed one. Lovely. That's fair. Glad this actually works like it's supposed to for once. Alright, Glory. Work his armor. There we go. Let's see. Strips 2 armor. Do it again. Miss, of course. Keep working on the virus, though, so at least keep Dante on it. I'm going to risk Iger's life here. But get her out of cover. I'll try and put her in some cover. Hit him with that Dragon's Breath to try and shred some more armor. Of course she misses, why wouldn't she? His health isn't the problem, his armor is. So I don't care if they... Of course. How is she flanked? How is she flanked? I don't know how she survived, but I'm not complaining. Light this mage up. pierce his armor. Let's just keep hitting him. Keep just missing for absolutely no reason. 90? I'm missing 90s now. Did more damage to his own ally than me. Idiot. Start hitting these pumps again. Heal up. Strip as much armor off this piece of shit as possible. Let's see. Yeah, I knew it was gonna miss. Probably hit glory, that's why I don't want to do that. Of course it does more damage to glory than anybody else. Make it make sense. Even with a perfect aim shot, 99% chance, still hits glory. This pump station. We got this, guys. We got this. Glory. Shred the last of his armor, please. Of course you miss. Why wouldn't you? Get over here and vent. I will tag him with a grenade. Which, of course, just goes straight to glory for some fucking reason. Missed again, because why wouldn't she? Wait, his Vindicator shreds armor, too? Mine doesn't. What? Where is all my AP? Why do I have no AP? I moved one step. Of course. Of course I missed again. Don't care, shredded it. Please. There we go! Alright, Aldrin's down. Big threat is down. Emergency override key. I think I just end the battle. Yes! The virus infusion has been aborted. So now we have all the time in the world. We got it now. Told y'all we would handle this. Because I am too stubborn to quit. Lori can pick up Iger. Provide some cover fire. Dante can finish this one up. I love how he keeps teleporting away just to run back. Piece of garbage. Can't really do anything, but Iger sure as hell can. There we go! I know the fight's over. I know that's nothing else, but fuck it. Save! Once again, a transplast window separates you from Adrian Vauclair, but this time his steadfast will is gone. He stands motionless, hands at his side, eyes dead, spent. The strength that drove him, the steely resolve that couldn't be shaken by sickness, time, or age is gone. It's theirs now. The world. All theirs. Come out of there, Vauclair. Get away from that panel. For what? To be toyed with by creatures beyond time. To receive justice. The worms will continue their machinations. Consolidate their power. Exact their tribute. And humanity? We're no more than treasure to them. Favored baubles to be collected. Items to be traded. Resources to be spent. Or hoarded. He swoops his eyes across the carnage that was his life's work, until they come to rest on the dragon. He grits his teeth. 42 years. 42 years and we finally had our chance to make a difference. And you destroyed it. I gave everything I had. Everything I loved. I'm sorry, Herbie. Pussed out like a bitch. We will... Okay, the infusion dragon is not infectious. Lower the astral... There we go. Open the door. Don't set it to blow yet. The gaunt woman stares wide-eyed as you approach. She presses one hand to the wall of her glass prison, closes her eyes, and mouths one word. Please. The console next to the containment cell appears to control a variety of functions related to the cell's operation, including life support systems. Next to it is a small intercom button. A green light activates inside the containment cell, and the gaunt woman flinches up at it, startled. Then understanding appears at her face, and she begins to speak, her eyes flashing from her dragon body, then back to you, again and again. Close now, so close, so close. The troll has done what has been done. The longest flight nears its end. She is so close, so very close now. She stops suddenly. Her eyes take in the devices surrounding and invading the dragon's body. The tubes of viscous yellow fluid running into it, the monitors flashing their status. Recognition and horror explode on her face, and she screams a long, mournful wail. Vauclair, no! No. Defiled. I am defiled! Her face contorts in a mask of fury, and her mouth opens wide, wider than should be possible. Her neck cranes forward, and her head swings from side to side as she hisses her rage. She slathers, her spittle hitting the glass between you as she speaks. The spoiler! Pissant! Vermin! Pig dog! He dares touch my sacred me! I shall rend him, flay him, burn! Ash! Nothing left but ash! She stands there, panting for a moment, spent. Then her eyes narrow. Focus. Ice over. It will be slow, Vauclair. I will make it slow. Delicious. Vauclair is dead, Fireshridge. The gaunt woman breathes a ragged breath, releases it slowly. When she speaks again, her voice is flat. Will you release me now, troll? Make me whole again. Whole? Maybe, but you need to answer some questions first. Let me take a quick drink. You dare! No. Ask your questions, little troll, so I may escape this cage. The long sleep awaits. Plain off light will finally end. Why did you do it? Why kill all those people? The gaunt woman covers her mouth with her hands, a look of horror in her eyes. You did it, right? Burned thousands of people to death? She glares over her hand at you. Nods her head, yes. Burned and burned. Yes. Oh, the cold. I woke to the gray, the cold. Where is the green, troll? Where is the green? What, hold on, what is it? What is the green? The mother. Lost. What have they done, little troll? What have they done? So, this is interesting to play after the golden treasure. It's almost like she fell asleep before many times burned a dress and didn't know what was going to happen. What have they done, little troll? What have they done? How will I know you won't hurt anybody else? Swear it. Irish Finch will swear it. Very well. Let's swear it. Swear. Yes, swear. Swear to hurt no me and no beast, nor tree, nor crop, no building. Firespringe will fly to the long sleep of the age of the world. The forever task. The shelter, the shield, the shepherd. The shelter? The shield, the shepherd? Sacred. It is sacred. The deed must be done. The shelter, the shield, the shepherd. Now let me go or end me. But release me. Release. The gaunt woman begins pacing her cell, up and back and forth. I've heard something about like this before. In relation to the Sumerian shepherd god, Duzmi. The gaunt woman stops her pacing. Slowly her eyes meet you. They are lucid, unblurred by time, or torture, or separation from her body. Damuzid. That is one of the names, yes. Damuzid of the fair-spoken mouth, of the ever-kind eyes. The name changes, but the forever task is. Damuzid was a shepherd god. You was shepherd too, Firesphinch. I am the shelter. I am the shield. I am the shelter. I smelled it first, long ago, when I awakened from the long slumber. The stink of it choked me, and I retched. And then I saw it. For as far as my eyes could see, far, far to the horizon, human stone and metal, glass and flickering lights, sprawled across the land, slicing into the sky, lording over the green, smothering the whole of the world. Oh, yes. Gone. Oh, gone. The world is one. The world is metal. Firesphinge is lost. Not lost. You said you would begin again, remember? That is the eternal task, yes. It's to sleep the long sleep. Begin again in the next age of the world. She wraps her arms around herself, quietly shivering. Lost. Firesphinge is lost. There will be no slumber. The world is dead now. Firesphinge is dead. She looks at you, longingly. Will you finish it, little troll? Will you aid the Firesphinge? No, Firesphinge. A forever task requires patience and faith. The next world could be better. I have been ripped from my body, little troll. Imprisoned in this girl, imprisoned in this cage, tortured longer than the span of your entire lifetime. And I have been defiled. The green is defiled, spoiled. There is no forever for me. Forever is dead. I do not want to sleep the long sleep. I want oblivion. And me, little troll. The green needs you, Firesphinge. You are her shelter, her shield, her shepherd. Don't abandon her. You cannot abandon what does not exist. The green is gone. The cold is lost. Wait. The green still lives. You just haven't seen Amazonia. It's covered in jungle. Her brow flowers, and her head of stringy hair inclines. Jungle? I hear a feathered serpent runs it. Her eyes widen as memories return. Mujaji has awoken. It must be she. The green still lives, Firesphinge. She holds her head in her hands. It lives? You know it's true. The gaunt woman pulls herself to her full height, speaks as if to herself. While the green still lives, the task remains, until the last world ends. The vessel holding the dragon lifts her face to a sky she cannot see. Perhaps it's not too late. Sleep. Sleep would bring healing. My nest. Her fragile form trembles, but she steadies herself. When she speaks again, her voice is calm, at peace. If you release me, little troll, I will sleep the long sleep. I will begin again in the age of the next world. Sleep well, Firefinch, and goodbye. The gaunt woman drops to her knees, her face reflecting a series of emotion. Surprise, relief, appreciation, and finally, peace. When the light exits her eyes and she falls to the... Then the light exits her eyes, and she falls to the floor of her tiny cell. Tiny cell? Her body limp and lifeless. For a long moment, nothing happens. Then, without warning, the entire chamber fills with a blinding light. You can see nothing. All goes eerily quiet. And yet somewhere, just at the edge of your vision, you think you can recognize the faint whispering of voices. They sound sad and far away. Just as you think you might discern the voices, there's a massive crash, and the entire chamber starts to shake. Disoriented, you stagger for several moments, still blinded and trying to recover. I will never destroy the Firefinch. Not even just for the achievement. I will never. You steady yourself and your senses return in time to see the faint form of the dragon disappearing in the distance. Then Firefinch is gone. We just released a great dragon. An insane great dragon. She has a point, Dapper. What Valclaire did to the Firewing was wrong, but I don't know if that justifies setting her free. Lord knows what she's going to do now. I'm not sure I would have made the same call. What's done is done. There's nothing else for us here. Let's go back to the Cruise Bazaar. Not quite yet. Set the facility to self-destruct. You punch the button and alarm klaxons blare. An ominous rumbling sound fills the air and the walls start to shake. We need to leave. Now. You have a gift for understatement. Let's get the hell out of here. No, I was thinking we'd take a nap. You step out of the van, climbing down the tunnel leading back to your safe house. Just hours ago, you saved Berlin from fire and ash, from a would-be sacrifice of Dr. Adrian Valclaire. It feels strange now, returning in secret, in silence. The other residents of the Cruise Bazaar go about their business, unaware of what almost happened tonight. It's finally over. Your team, and your kids, is safe once more. I could have sworn this ended with, What's up, hon? The team is waiting when you walk in. Their faces are haggard, their shoulders slumped. Is there a point to all this, Dapper? We lost Paul, lost Monica, the Cruise Bazaar, so many people dead. This was supposed to be a simple job, remember? A milk run. Get into the estate, snatch some data, get home in time for Worm Talk on the tree. There are no... yeah, but it wasn't a milk run. The Valclaire's plan failed because of us. That's something. I get that, Dapper. I do. But that's not who I am. I'm a soldier. I take orders, and I execute them. This whole thing about dragons taking over the world, the thought of them slowly hoarding everything, it's too big to think about. We're street level. We run the shadows, that's it. Worrying about these kind of issues is beyond our pay grade. That's what they want. That's what they need. The corpse, the dragons, the politicians, everything. They want us to think that we can't make a difference. So they put an effort, a lot of effort, into making us feel small, insignificant. But we're not. We had the power in our hands today. We had the choice and we made it. And because of that, the world is different. For good or for ill. That's right. For good or for ill. We can't see the future. I don't think anyone can. But the world is different now. And we're the ones who changed it. So, you know, did we win? You don't win in this business. You survive. Now, you know what? I'll tell you what we did. We avenged Monica and Paul. That was what we set out to do, and we did it. You watch as the team takes this in. Iger nodding in agreement. Glory staring ahead, lost in thought. Dietrich frowning, eyeing the floor. Blitz fiddling with his deck and pretending not to understand. Iger breaks the silence. So what now? Monica's gone. hall's gone. Do we keep running together, or is this the end of the road? Glory steps forward, an easy smile on her face. I'm in. In fact, you couldn't make me leave if you tried. Dietrich raises an eyebrow. Something's different about you, love. You seem, I don't know, more vibrant than usual. Varma. It's quite the change. She shrugs. I can't say why. But one thing I can tell you. I'm at home here. This place, this team, means everything to me. I'll stay forever if you'll have me. You can stay as long as you want, Glory. You're part of this team and you always will be. Her grin widens and she nods at you. Thanks, Dapper. For everything. She steps back and Dietrich turns to you. Well, I'm in. I'm getting kind of old for a Shadowrunner, but I'd rather die in the shadow than you people than live, I don't know. Thought I had something going there. Whatever. The point is, I'm in. That was beautiful, man. Iger turns to you. So, Dapper, you gonna stick around the Cruise Bazaar and keep running the shadows with me? Done a hell of a job. I'd be happy to follow your lead. I'd never give up I've never run with a team this good. It'd be stupid to give it up. Right there with you, Dapper. Iger looks around, realizes she forgot Blitz. What about you, Blitz? Oh, I'm definitely in. Totally. Insane dragons, assholes with enormous machine guns, devil dogs that hump your legs when no one's looking. This is a place for me, no question about it. How can I say no? Wait, Dante humped your leg? I don't want to talk about it. It's still too fresh. Iger snorts a laugh, then she's back to business. Before I forget, the Turkish coffee guy sent one of his street rats over before he got here. Said he wants to talk to you about something. Thanks. I'll go stop by the coffee shop. Normally this is when you do your victory lap, talk to everybody, but we're running late. Let's just go talk to the coffee man. No, I'm not exactly too close with everybody in the Kies anyway. But it's my Kies. Thank you. Aye, how very presumptuous of me to speak again, O Master of Mayhem. I have a proposal for you that could prove most lucrative to us both in Defim. Most lucrative. I don't know if this is the right accent, but it's the one I'm sticking with. Fortune will surely smile upon our blessed partnership if only you accept. I'm listening, O Master of Hyperbole. With the passing of Herr Amsel, may God rest bestow mercy on him, you find yourself without a fixer. I wish to offer my services to you in this regard. You will find that Altug Burgazi is the most connected and business-savvy partner. Choosing a fixer isn't something you do lightly, Altug. I'll need to think about it. Hear me out, most improv in their calamities. Burgazi knows Berlin, knows the players. I have already found you one potential client, a most prosperous one with deep pockets. He is most eager to meet you. I have already set it up. At least do me the courtesy of talking to him. Fine, but I'm not promising anything. Most excellent, Effendim. Delightful. When you're ready, take the U-Bahn to Brodenburger Tor. He will find you there. Alright, right back to the U-Bahn then. Don't worry, this is an epilogue. This sounds totally legit, by the way. When I first played this, I had no idea who this man was. I know now. And I will tell you all when he finishes speaking. The train car is empty, except for the man in the immaculately tailored Italian suit. You notice him watching you for several minutes while the train rumbles its way towards Brodenburger Tor. Finally, he speaks. The stranger's words come out slowly, in a deep, melodious tone that's easy to hear, despite the noise of the train. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. Hello. I assume that the business with Dr. Valclear is concluded, yes? Do I know you, friend? No, but you are about to. The man inclines his head slightly in introduction. Herr Brackenbones. I represent an interested party. Someone who wishes to know about your encounter with Dr. Valclair. Does this interested party understand that information is a commodity? Brackenhouse continues. My employer also wishes to hear about the Lady Fireschwinch. Fascinating creature, so unlike her brothers and sisters. It is a relief that she is now free. Dragons are not meant for captivity. The Lady Fireschwinch least of all. She was special in this world. I'm sure you agree. Maybe, but let's face it, dragons are scary. He inclines his head and the corner of his mouth curls into a bit of a smile. This is true, as it has always been. As is that anything that meta-humanity does not understand. You look at a moth and barely perceive sentience. You glance its way, amused, as it flutters towards a bright light in vain attempt to... To what? To enter? To draw strength? To burn? It doesn't know. Its epic struggle is barely 1/100th of your lifespan. The sum total of its existence is nothing against the vast scale of your struggles, your hopes, your dreams, which you could not fathom in 1,000 years. Poor moth. He leans forward. You will live and die in between the beats of a dragon's heart, my friend. What hope do you have of understanding them? I don't need to. I have enough troubles of my own to care about what a great dragon thinks. Of course, your myopia is by design. Just as one drops a frog into cold water, slowly turning up the heat to veil its impending doom, meta-humanity has slowly allowed itself to be enslaved by megacorporations. And now megacorporations are slowly becoming enslaved to the great dragons. But not the Lady Fireschwinch. Not her. My Lady Fireschwinch was a nurturer, a caregiver, rare among her kind. Where her brothers and sisters saw the world as a prize to be won, she saw it as a garden to be tended. Can you imagine? For world upon world, the great dragon Fireschwinch brought wisdom and succor to countless souls, and she was loved for it. Exalted, a goddess. When she awoke from her long slumber in 2012 and saw what the world had become, what meta-humanity had done to the garden that she had tended for great ages, she struck with rage, regret, frustration, the anguish of a mother whose children had played with fire and burned the house down, killing themselves in the blaze. She unleashed fire and death through her tears. And now she is free again. And insane. The perfect addition to the Sixth World. Seem to know a lot about dragons, Hans. I think your employer wants you telling me all this. I'm sure of it. You may continue this conversation in an employment interview for a very influential client. One who pays extraordinarily well. Now listen. The man removes his hands from his knees, folds them in his lap. I tell you this so that you can have context, perspective, before I ask you this next question, Shadowrunner. If Dr. Valclair's weapon had not required dragon fire, if it had been capable of destroying every dragon on Earth without touching meta-humanity's head, would you have used it? No. Killing an entire species is wrong. Monochromatic thinking, but I appreciate a career criminal's attempt at morality. Of course you feel that wiping out a species is wrong. That the feeling is a subtle but ingrained defense mechanism that should be cherished. One day it may be meta-humanity poised for extinction. On to the business at hand. My employer wishes to secure your team service for a series of operations that will likely require the remainder of 2054. Depends. Who's this mysterious employer of yours? It is no mystery. You will be working for the Great Dragon Lofweir. Hey, Ollie. We saved her. We saved the Great Dragon Fireschwinch, reminded her there is still green on the planet, and set her free. And now we're having ourselves a nice little meeting to work for another dragon. The most powerful dragon in the world. What makes you think I'm going to deal with a dragon? His eyes glint. Because you've already been working for him for some time, my man. Or did you think Green Winters found the Harfield Manor on its own? Oh, that puts a new spin on things. Doesn't it? The rattle of wheel on track gives way to a shimmying screech. Gradually, the train begins to slow. He glances up at the U-Bahn map on the wall and smiles. Ah, this is my stop. Coming. I'd rather floss my teeth. Well, what do you know? Looks like this is my stop, too. The train comes to a stop. The doors open. Brockhaus stands, brushes off his Italian suit, and exits without another word. As you turn to follow, your eye catches an advertisement for Worm Talk above the subway car door. Brockhaus glances back at you from the platform, the light of the car reflecting yellow in his gaze. You step out of the subway car and follow him up the stairs and into the Berlin night, into the shadows. Beautiful ending. Berlin News Facts contains just one report of a large-scale explosion in the countryside east of Berlin. An abandoned castle is reportedly consumed in a massive fireball that shakes the countryside and leaves a crater 60 feet deep. A natural gas leak, he's suspected. And the location is soon cordoned off by an unidentified corporate forces. The news is a clip when Seder Krupp announces his acquisition of Aryan Space, the last remaining arm of the European space program. The Flux State anarchist rule remains until 2055, when joint corporate forces, acting with the support of the German government, invade the city. It's widely known that the Great Dragon Lofweir is responsible for orchestrating this action. After weeks of fighting, the surviving anarchists are forced to retreat to the eastern part of the city. A truce is signed in 2060, and Berlin is once again divided by a wall. In 2057, the Great Dragon Duckelzahn is elected president of the United Canadian and American States in 2057. He's promptly assassinated when he leaves an inauguration party at the Watergate Hotel while in his human form. Popular opinion is that another great dragon is responsible, as only a dragon can kill a dragon, but those in the shadows hint at an act of powerful blood magic is in the cause. Grainy photographs of a large winged creature crossing the full moon above the Harz Mountains circulate in Germany for several years. Conspiracy theorists take this as evidence that a new great worm has emerged, but when no further sightings are reported, interest wanes. The name of Dr. Adrian Vauclair is lost to the shadows. Amazing game. Massive round of applause for Harebrained Scream Studios, who brought this series back from the dead. My final thoughts is the morality at the end is actually a good question. Is it right to keep someone who acted out of pure grief to convict her of her crimes? And even if so, is what they were doing to her just? Yeah, I'm biased as a dragon lover. I mean, dragon, totally. But Feuerschwinge was just someone trying to protect the world. And when she saw the world had damn near killed itself, yeah. I told you all that I would mention the true identity of Herr Brackenbaus, our little employer at the end. That's actually Lofweir. That's his favorite form, a silver-haired elf with golden eyes. So, at least in my ending, my team works for the Great Dragon. That is Shadowrun Dragonfall. Absolutely amazing game. Harebrained Studios deserves all of the praise and all of the money you can get. But that will be it for this week. So it looks like we didn't get any time for Brave Fencer Musashi. That boss fight kicked my ass a lot more than I ever expected. Next week, we will get back to Brave Fencer Musashi. I might bring some XCOM in, and I have another game or two in mind I'll kind of toy with. Over the weekend, I want to try and find you guys some new music. A little more my style than the hip-hop I've been playing. But thank you, everybody, so much for your time. I appreciate every minute that you all spend here, whether it be lurking, whether it be watching, whether it's just having me on mute in the background. I don't care. I'm appreciative. Because time is a resource that you can never get back. A resource that even dragons count among their infinite horde as the most valuable thing. And you all choose to give it to me. And I am infinitely grateful for every minute that you share with me. I won't give my normal outro, but thank you. Thank you all. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. Take care.